So this is day 2 of detox. Boy, I'm really freaking irritable, and I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't care. And I actually have made some good things from the night before. So I made these corn tortilla kind of chips with chia seeds and corn, fresh corn, and then I made these little cookies actually from that coconut I opened. So the fresh coconut shreds I used with walnuts, and I put some date syrup and I pressed them together to make these cute little balls, and they're so crunchy and satisfying. And Pete cut his finger. Awesome. And basically, yeah, sometimes you just gotta plan for the next day by making something the night before. But it's kind of fun and something you look forward to this way, and you always kind of look for new ideas. I love making stuff in the dehydrator, and this is something I'll make a recipe video on in the future because it's so easy and delicious. And you can even make raw tacos out of these if you shape them correctly. Whoops. I'm gonna use this piece. Whoops. I made these a little thin, but they're really strong actually. So you could hold a big pile of salsa. So like I sliced some okra pieces in there, and that's homegrown, straight from our garden. There's another big one. Nice. So here's dose number 2 for the day. They are very energizing herbs. They're not recommended to be taken after 6 p.m. because you won't be able to go to sleep. And actually last night I was hardly able to go to sleep. I was like, I could just keep on doing things. It was ridiculous. I was like, when am I going to get tired? Like this one. So I got to chase this down with some fresh juice. Oh, that's nasty. Very herbal. I'm gonna make sure I got it all. Alright, so I've got a few errands to run, so I've prepared myself some juice for the road, and I'm going to take the rest of those cookies for snacks. I'm just going to be gone a few hours. I need to get more food, and I need to go meet a business proposal idea, so I'll get back to you guys on the detox shortly. Alright guys, so I ran a few errands. I feel caught up, but unfortunately it started pouring outside, so one of my afternoon photo shoots canceled, or just rescheduled for that matter. But I decided I'm going to catch up more on editing and do some other things, so that's totally fine. There's always something to do, right? I just love how easy it was to prepare lunch. I just cut this papaya in half, and I'm gonna eat it. It actually smells really good. It's full of seeds. I'm gonna scoop that out, but some people say you can actually eat the seeds. It's anti-parasitic. I've tried putting them in smoothies. I'm not a fan of the taste, although I recognize its medicinal value in helping clear the body of parasites, which is amazing. Or you could plant the seeds. The thing with papaya seeds though, you gotta be careful with papaya. Try to grow your own. Because a lot of it is GMO, sadly. I just love eating with my hands. Does anyone else do this or use a spoon like a civilized person? You tell me. So there you go. And I just slice that up and eat it, not the skin. So with papaya, the easy way to eat it for me is slice in half, scoop out the seeds, and I just do little slices across, and then I eat it like this. So papaya is very, very enzymatic. It has a lot of papain, which is a very very strong enzyme that breaks down proteins, undigested proteins. So if you are cleansing, papaya is a wonderful choice of fruit. And also, it should be eaten alone because of that enzymatic activity. So digest really, really quickly, and also high water content. I feel like it's like a melon-like juiciness, and delicious all by itself, really. So you don't really need to mix it. And once you have collected a bunch of little skin pieces left over, you could use that right on your face, just like this.
should put my hair back, but who cares? I'm at home. You can use it as a face mask, and your skin becomes so smooth, and it just feels good. It's like a very gentle massage. I love this texture, and you could just enjoy the liquids on your skin. That sounds gross, but man, there's some expensive face creams that have papaya as an ingredient, literally, and you could just put this on every time you eat it and give yourself a very high-end facial. I've actually done that with the seeds too. I would crunch up the seeds in a blender with some of the leftover skin and use it as a body scrub and then rinse off in the shower. So it's like a spa treatment at home and you have really, really smooth skin. A crazy story about that to just prove how crazy strong the enzymes are. We had papaya trees at our old place, and then a storm came. The papaya tree fell over because of the weight of all the papayas, all the green papayas. And so we had to snap off all the green papayas, and a bunch of the sap got on my fingertips. And because of its strong enzymes, it actually removed my fingerprints temporarily. So I had really, really smooth, it was really odd. I had really smooth fingertips, so it was just wild, and it proved to me how enzymatic and powerful papain is, or the sap even. So I'm definitely feeling it, lethargic. I have like a little scratchy throat. It's annoying, but I understand that this is a part of the process. I don't know, I just feel really moody, really, really tired, and I don't feel like I am completely balanced when I get up and walk around. Feels like an elevator feeling, like kind of floaty and weird, like almost like dizzy. Just trying to stay comfortable and rest and power through it. So if you want to come back down to earth a little bit, you want to ground yourself a little bit, you can steam some goodies, maybe some root vegetables. Roots, they come from the ground. They're very grounding. So I might do something with beets or even try juicing beets. Maybe the beets will be grounding in that way. Yo, this is incredible. It looks so good. It looks so beautiful. Hey y'all, it is day number 3, and today has been a busy day, so I haven't had a chance to vlog or anything, so I wanted to just quickly chime in what day 3 has looked like. Well, I started off in the morning with a super, super good juice. It was so delicious. It was pineapple with cilantro. I put some passion fruit and carrot in there. It was so refreshing. And I went to Venice, which is like 45 minutes south of here, and I did a photo shoot in the morning. It's just been raining in the afternoon, so this shoot I had to kind of start in the morning. But I had a very busy day, busy start, so I wanted to be prepared for that. So the most convenient thing to do was to make a juice and take it with me. And it was so humid. It was so hot out. I was like sweating, but I didn't feel like, I mean, I felt like I could keep going. I didn't feel dizzy or like tired like I usually would. I actually felt like full on, full power, just good. I mean, I was sweating and uncomfortable, but I had a positive, I wasn't irritated. I was just like, yeah, like, let's keep going. So I got a good, I had a very beautiful session with a really wonderful family, and that's always a fun part of my job. So I came home, I had to shower because I was drenched. So basically, after that, food wise, I think I had a few sips of watermelon juice. I did drink some water as well, and I took my second dose of, oh, I took my dose in the morning of the herbs, and I took my second dose of the herbs right when I got home. And I didn't really eat anything with it. I just drank some of that juice, and now here we are. So I'm editing away and I'm noticing, hunger creeping in, but it was such a slow onset of hunger that I almost didn't notice it. And I'm just like, why do I feel like this? I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. Like I completely forgot about food for a little bit there. I mean, I was just so preoccupied and distracted. Are you guys out there feeling super distracted lately? Like you can't get anything done? Just everything is just like a robbing me of my attention, and I can't focus on what I need to. I mean, I'm a focused person, but whatever takes my attention, I'm like fully there, and then all of a sudden I forget about everything else. So I'm not like terrible, but I do feel I'm super distracted lately, and I want to stay positive and stay focused. And I'm just keep looking outside because it's pouring rain. Hi. I should be making good eye contact with you guys because I really want to connect with you guys and show you guys how this is, how it feels, and just how good I feel about it so far. Whoa, so much energy. Wow. No, but my mood is good. Yesterday, my mood was terrible. I was just so, ugh. I was like a bus hit me. I was kind of achy. I had like an itchy throat, like just like that little, like that start of something that could be. And I was just really like, so I mean, it felt like the start of some cold, but it didn't actually become a cold. I imagine if you were a little more toxic, that could turn into a cold. So I got super hungry, and I looked in the fridge, and I'm almost like thinking and watching my thoughts for a second of what like I really want. I'm like listening to my body and listening to that little like bad person on this shoulder saying, "Yeah, order food somewhere. Yeah, go. Who cares about this detox?" And then the other person on the other shoulder, the good one, says, "But Kat, you've committed. You can't let yourself down. You got this." I'm like, "Duh, just eat those mangoes over there. They're going to go bad if they're not eaten." So, just by having the fruit at home and just having fruit that's really ripe, it makes you want to not waste it.
It's day 4 of this detox. It's a rainy day again. Just been raining a lot. And Pete made this recipe, this juice recipe called Lemon Ginger Blast. We heard it from Lou Corona. He's another amazing raw vegan. I'd highly recommend looking him up. And this juice, it's supposed to really like blast all the mucus out of you. That's why it's called Lemon Ginger Blast. What does it have in there? Apples, ginger, spinach. Doesn't have spinach? Okay, what does it have in there?
Cilantro, parsley, celery, cucumber, apple, turmeric, ginger, habanero pepper.
Oh, the habanero pepper. Oh. That'll blast anything out of you. Oh. A lot of ginger. The habanero is creeping in. Gotta drink this fast. Oh, I don't know if I should. Oh man, I don't know. I'm definitely feeling my circulation blasting. I'll leave the recipe below. Cheers. And I just want to mention, the flavor is not bad. It tastes delicious. It's just intense and spicy. Feels like it's working, actually.
And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is my friend, Rishi. And this is where he is next to me all day. He just likes to lay out, let me touch his feet. He's so stinking cute. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. He's the best cuddle bug. I'm watching all the plants growing from my window here. And I was just thinking, you know, and those are my lychees right there. Popping out. There's a mango right there. And some mint next to it. And it's just a feeling when you're watching your plants grow, or your fruit trees especially. It's like you opened a bank account when you plant the seed. And watching it grow is like feeling like watching your interest grow, your money grow. That's what it feels like. They love their new little toy here. There's catnip all over it. It's like, you're ruining this for me. Ooh. Get away. That's mine. That's some potent catnip. Yeah, you happy girl. These are massive. Yes. Let's get a few of these.
Here we go. Big one.
That's a big one.
Here we go.
So, it's day 7 for our detox. It's June 10th and we started on June 3rd. Pete has been fully juicing and no solid food, so he's on solid food vacation. And he says what about it? So I've been pretty raw, with the exception of the wrap that I had the other day. It had some broccoli that was sauteed in some soy sauce, but everything else in there was raw. I just wanted something a little heartier, and I mean, it was fantastic. So surprisingly, I mean, the first 3 days were the only days where I had like cravings for like some cooked heavy meal, but now I'm okay. Like, I really don't, it doesn't matter, like it doesn't make a difference, you know. And I feel really good off of eating small amounts of raw food. I thought I would be like, I need a lot, and you know, to stuff my face. Maybe I'm just at that age at 34 where I don't need as much because I'm not like growing, you know, like a younger person would maybe require more food. But like, I feel like I've needed less and less food in general as I'm getting to my 30s now. I used to eat a lot, and I love to eat a lot, but I would overeat, and those habits carried on later, and I would get a little, I put on a few pounds. I mean, very mild. It's not like I was overweight at all by any means, but it was easier to put on the pounds. Let's just put it that way. So benefits. So what are the changes that I've noticed so far? When I go to shower and I run my fingers through my hair, I don't lose as much hair. Or when I brush my hair, it's not falling out. I don't see as much fallout, so that's kind of cool. I feel more alert. I feel rested. I have very vivid dreams. Like, I almost don't want to get up because my dreams are so intense and so good and clear. I'm like, what else is there? So I don't want to wake up, right? We like slept in this morning.
Skin's better.
Skin is way better. You notice a big difference on your skin too. I mean, your skin is a big eliminative organ. It helps relieve your backup system. So if your backup system is backed up, that's not good. And your backup system is a lymphatic, and your main elimination organ is your colon. So if you're not eliminating properly there, if you have mucus, mucoid plaque coating it, you're probably
your lymphatic is backed up, and you know, if that's backed up, it's coming out of your skin, you don't feel good, and you're getting all these symptoms, acidosis and all this craziness. Look at this mango on the floor. So we're driving through this neighborhood and there's some mangoes that fell off a tree. They were clearly on the road, so I felt that it was okay to pick them up. Here is our shopping haul from the Red Barn Flea Market. We got a lot of goodies this time. We paid $47, and we also stopped by our local Richard's Foodporium for a few other things. I'll show you guys in just a second, but I'm going to show you guys this awesome variety of things we got. So these are just like flying saucer peaches or nectarines. Very interesting variety. I got apricots, some plums, mangoes, and each of these bags of tomatoes are $1. And what's great is that I could dehydrate these and make some sun-dried tomatoes, which I could make future recipes with. So I always grab these when I can, and of course you can make a sauce with them too. This is for things of cilantro and lots of sweet potato because you could actually juice them. Cucumbers, avocados, limes, and what do we got here? Sun Warrior Omega-3. This is one of the supplements that we do take. There's an algae-based omega-3 out there, you guys. You do not need fish oil. This is an awesome brand we've gotten multiple times, and it's a very balanced omega-3 supplement. I'm a big fan of nutritional yeast as well. I use that in a lot of sauces and toppings and all kinds of goodies. I've got cauliflower, which I'll use in the dehydrator for some recipes, lemons, and look at this massive pineapple. Whoa! So these are from Richard's Foodporium along with the supplements. We've got chia seeds, flax, garlic powder, onion powder, and things like that. And if you out there know what's up here, this is Host Defense. These are mushrooms, guys. These are medicinal mushrooms. You've got things like agarikon, reishi, chaga. I don't know if you can read this. There you go. You can screenshot that. I've also got the famous Miyoko's. A little bit of weakness here, but I think this is pretty okay if you're raw vegan. It's not 100% raw, I'm sure, but it is a probiotic-rich food, so I do want to include some of that today in my diet. So we got this massive, massive watermelon. This baby is like at least 50 pounds. Look at this thing. Whoa. So a lot of people would say that this is time consuming. They don't have the time for this. What would you say to them?
I'd rather spend my time doing this than being at a hospital.
At the doctor's office, right? Exactly. It's something worthwhile doing, you guys. Invest in a juicer. I'll leave the link below for this one. It's amazing. We're in love with it. And if you're juicing or doing a juice feast, you want to juice a lot, you guys. You want to drink over 1 gallon of juices per day, maybe more.
2 gallons.
2 gallons, excuse me. Pete's a big guy. He's like 6'8" here. He needs a lot of juice. He needs probably more than the average Joe. So, yeah. So, cheers if you're still watching this video. We've decided to get up and go to the beach, get some sun. There's some gnarly clouds behind us, but I want to take my camera out, and I have this new like ND filter for my camera lens, so I want to practice and play with that. And we got like a cooler back there full of juice, and I opened this one and Pete's like, oh, is that the good one? I'm like, what? And I immediately knew what he's talking about. He put habanero in this. Habanero watermelon. It's actually really good. Yeah. So we'll see you out there. Okay, so that cooler back there, it fits, right now it has 7 of those big jars, but it can fit 8. And Pete was making a calculation that you could, how much is that? How many ounces?
It's 32 ounces per jar, or 1 quart.
Okay.
So you should drink, or people should drink, 1 to 2 gallons. Probably 2 gallons is safe.
Yeah, and
when do you drink? Do you drink just sip on it, or do you just drink like when you're hungry, or you have that hunger craving, or when do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, just I guess, yeah, if you're a little hungry or thirsty, obviously you drink. So after
Okay.
you like drink quite a few gulps, you're not feeling hungry.
Right, I've noticed that too.
You're satisfied, so you're just like, okay, well, whatever.
And you wait again
It just
until you
comes,
have that
comes
feeling.
down to discipline and whatever your values are at that
Right.
moment. If you set it in your mind to do a solid food vacation or a juice feast, you just do it. You kind of don't look at the food and do that.
Don't look at the food.
For
And
some
in the meantime,
people, for some people it could be tough, of course.
yeah, and I'm making some yummy raw foods and raw things, and he's, I'm showing him, and he's totally trying not to look at it, which I understand, but, it must be hard. So if we're both doing it, it would be a lot easier for him, and maybe me as well, but I don't.
You have to juice twice as much.
I'm not 100% ready for a total juice cleanse yet. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Things are falling.
Most people are under a spell,
Under the
cooked
spell of
foods.
cooked foods.
so that's why they're not ready.
Yeah, it's very addicting. The first few days, I'm like, oh, just thinking about fried things that are fried and greasy. I'm like, oh, and
But it's not you thinking, that's the thing, you gotta realize.
not you thinking, well, who's thinking?
It's the entities inside of you. That's what,
Entities inside, like
Yeah.
what?
yeah.
People want to know exactly what entities.
Little tiny ones.
Little tiny ones,
Yeah.
like the bad microbiome, the bad bacteria, the parasites.
Yeah, that live in the serpent, that live in the mucoid plaque.
Oh yeah, guys, Google what a mucoidal plaque looks like. Oh, I don't know, guys. Just
And everyone has it.
Google
'cause
that.
Unless you've been raw vegan since birth, everyone has it.
so when you're juicing, you can pass this mucoid plaque, and because it's like coating your intestines, your colon, it becomes over time thick, like plaqued on the walls, and you're not able to absorb those beautiful, nutritious meals that you're intended to eat because of this rubbery, thick, slimy, mucousy plaque that's been building for years. And when it comes out, if you look at the pictures online, it looks like a serpent. It's like one piece, and it looks like
Many philosophers related or talked about it, and
Yeah.
even Jesus in the Bible mentioned it 17 times.
dang.
And so it's not anything new.
No.
It's been around, and all these people that do autopsies after death, they confirmed all of that.
Yuck. And this is root of all disease, almost, or pretty much, I would say. You could really heal yourself if you can get rid of this thing by juicing and doing a juice fast. And some take longer than others, anywhere from a week to 3-4 months even to
That's
pass
why
it.
the sooner you start, the faster you will get rid of it.
Yeah.
The older the person is, the tougher, the longer it will take. So,
Yeah. But I've seen that documentary, and this is a really awesome documentary that I would love to recommend that totally relates right now. It's called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. This man drove across the country, went to all kinds of places, talked to all kinds of people, and what he did was had a juicer in his van, and he was juicing on the road, and that's all he did. He did a juice fast, and you could see the before and after of him, and listen to his story, and it's genuine as can be. It's an amazing, amazing story, and it's true, and you can see people healing themselves. It's just amazing, and that's what I like to really just preach here, is that you got to take responsibility for your health. It's in your hands. You can't wait for the government to save you or the hospital to save you. In other words, don't try to jump off the plane while it's crashing. You have to discipline yourself, as Pete said, and just realize that this is a very, very easy thing we can do, and it's juicing. It doesn't, do you feel tired?
Not at all.
Not at all, right? Do you feel like you're lacking anything?
No. This is my day off, second day off, but I've been working pretty physical job,
Yeah.
for 5 days now, and
Right.
so
So the point I'm trying to make is you can't use these excuses anymore. I feel that you could totally see him as an example, and I've seen all these other people do it as an example, that anyone can do this and get results. And I think